and be fully into London's guard facing him, and then he can work from there. Both fighters doing a pretty good job listening to their corners. London still searching for that rear naked choke, but with the position of Gary's arm, he's not going to be able to close it off from there. Gary doing a nice job of turning and passing at the same time. We'll see if he looks to go back down for some ground and pound. His corner's imploring him to stay up. There, now we got Borum in the full guard of London. We're going to see what he does from here. If he decides to go with submissions or just ground and pound. Now that he's got a better dominant position compared to what he had earlier on. Going for the can opener here. He's pulling that in pretty tight. London probably going to be able to just push him off to escape that. Gary needs to be able to create a little distance here, try to open up and land some solid strikes. He's in a good position to strike and working to pass guard here now. London trying to go for the sweep while Gary's looking to pass. That's a good time to do that. The opponent unweights their hips, loses their base a little bit when they're passing guard. Sometimes you can flip them over pretty easily from there. Referee might have to take a look at standing this up if Gary doesn't improve his position or neither one of these fighters lands some good strikes. Pretty close to being under the ropes here. If they slide out much more, referee Jerome Locke going to look to stand this back up anyway. So London trying to go for another sweep there. He needs to try to roll to the side that he's got trapped. He tried to go the wrong direction with it. Would have just pushed Gary into the ropes anyway. Okay, action slowed down enough. Referee's going to bring him into the center, start him in the half guard position where they were as they started to go under the ropes. Gary's corner asking him to go with some strikes. He's got a free shot to the body on the right-hand side of Prey. Now he's landing some good elbows to the face while he's trying to work his leg through. Trying to set up some elbow strikes is Borum. London tied up a little bit on the bottom there. Gary had a few free shots, but not able to follow through with anything super effective. Certainly the referee wasn't looking to stop there. London doing a good job of scrambling there, but Borum attains head control. Now he's a little more committed to those strikes. Good job with the knees there. Borum in full side control now, doing a good job keeping his hips down and elbows in tight. Now he's going to be able to land some more effective strikes onto London. London trying to listen to his corner, but he's not doing much effective as far as trying to escape here. Much more difficult in order to try to effect a sweep from here. Borum does the right thing by trying to pass into full mount, but London, nice job being aware of that, traps him into half guard again. Earlier on, Gary wasn't able to land much in the way of effective striking from half guard. London going back to that, remembering what happened earlier, and he's just holding him in tight. Referee, again, might take a look at standing him up here pretty soon. Gary getting a few kind of pitter-patter punches in there, but nothing that's going to make the referee look at trying to stop it. London really not offering much up in the way of offense from the bottom. Basically, what we're seeing right now, the judges are going to see this fight in the favor of Borum because he's going for a submission here, and he has landed a few strikes. So London not doing anything. He's keeping himself safe, but he's not doing anything as far as trying to generate offense and get any points on the judges' scorecards. Borum had dominant position throughout the entirety of this first round. So this is a 5-minute round as we're in the men's professional division now. Borum had a few free shots there while he had Prey's arm trapped. Got some good punches into the face. We got the 10-second clacker. This is a 2-round fight, each round 5 minutes. Round one just about over. A few more strikes here from Borum to end round one. Seconds out, referee going to get this fight started for round number 2. Not only did Borum attain dominant position for the majority of round 1, there was also a 1-point deduction against Prey for those illegal elbows. Both of them going for a high kick. Prey basically slips. Borum going to look to close in. He's doing the smart thing by tying up the ankles and trying to come down while passing guard. Prey doing a good job getting his guard up. Borum looking a lot more dedicated to his ground and pound here in round number 2. Looking like he's going to want to finish this fight here early in the second round. Prey, nice job locking the leg there. He might be able to turn this into a heel hook if he switches his arm position. Borum not in a whole lot of danger as long as he keeps swimming over. Prey doing a good job rolling through there. They're coming right up on the edge of the ropes. The referee might have to stop it here if they get much closer. Borum trying to secure a rear naked choke from the side there. He's got control of the head, but I don't think he's going to be able to close off that choke from there. Prey works his way free, looking to light up Borum now with some strikes. Referee asking the fighters to stop here. All right, referee just bringing him out of harm's way as far as falling underneath the ropes towards the edge of the ring there. Prey took a little damage in that flurry by Borum early in the round. He's bleeding now, but Prey immediately goes to full mount, listening to his corner. Good job there. Borum a little slow on his defense, trying to throw a leg up to block that mount. You can see how Prey does here. He needs to create a little bit of space, get some distance in there so he can light him up with some good strikes. He's got a really good position here, but he's not doing as much with it as he could. Borum, nice job there getting back to half guard. See if he can get full guard here, which will allow him to control the hips of Prey and shut down some of those strikes. Borum trying to roll him through, but Prey showing he's got a decent base so far. Borum coming close with that sweep. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. But Prey might be able to trap an arm here and swing that left leg over for the armbar. And there he goes. Now he postures up, gains himself a little distance, lands some good strikes. Back to full mount, and he's trying to take the back of Borum. Borum doing a good job of turning over. Referee's going to have to bring him back into the middle of the ring. He's going to stand him up. Nobody had a real decisively dominant position there. Action wasn't going on a whole lot. So referee Jerome Locke stands him back up. Prey looking bloodied from the early flurry of Borum. Now Borum rushes him into the corner. We're going to see if he goes for a little clinch work. He's got a strong Muay Thai background. See if he uses that here, if he's going to try to get him back on the ground where he had that good strong flurry of ground and pound early on. Both fighters over in the white neutral corner, each of them able to listen to their corners pretty well, neither with a decided advantage in that. Gary Borum now walking Prey over into his corner. And that way Gary's going to be able to listen to the instructions. He goes for a standing guillotine, throws the knee into the midsection, pulls him down, tried to do a roll through there. Good technique. He can come out on top with full mount. Prey a little bit wise to it, didn't let it happen. But Borum in north-south position here on top, looking to light him up with strikes and possibly isolate a limb here. Right on the edge of the ring, referee might bring him back to the middle if this comes to a stalemate again. Borum not able to get any good traction with his feet there because he was basically out in space. Borum transitioning to the back now, doing a good job of moving his hips while he's striking. Makes his opponent have to wonder, okay, where is he going to go? What's he going to do next? Where does my defense need to be? Borum had some good knees here. He'd be wise if he was to stick with those. They were landing pretty solid. Trying to work his hands free so that he's got two limbs free to strike with. Two hands, rather. Prey able to get half guard, but Borum really controlling the position here. Some of those strikes landed really heavy there. Good job. They're out on the edge of the ring again. Gary listening to his corner. He's referee Jerome Locke going to bring him back into the center of the ring. Prey underneath the rope there. That was interfering with his ability to escape as well as with the ability of Borum to strike. So they're just going to turn him toward the middle of the ring. All right, half guard work here by Prey. He could pull that right leg free, try to sit out, sit through. But Borum doing a good job with the strikes, flurrying, and Prey does a good job with his legs, pushing Borum away and then getting full guard. Foot caught up in the shorts of Borum there. Referee's going to pull it free. Gary continues to strike here. Looks like it's tangled up there pretty good. Referee calling for time while he gets his toes unhooked from the shorts there. Okay, Prey in a better position than he was as he's got full guard here. But Gary Borum, he's got his limbs tied up, so he's able to have at least one hand free for striking, and he's being pretty effective with that. These 5-minute rounds, long time for these fighters to be in there, but that's why they're professionals. Gary doing a nice job of swimming back and forth between striking with his right and striking with his left while still controlling the arms of Prey. Prey holding an arm over his face, basically covering up from the strikes, but a lot of times referees will say just covering is not an intelligent defense. You have to do something more than that to try to avoid the strikes. So Prey making kind of a last-ditch effort here, covering his face with one hand, hooking the head with the other. Borum, he's probably going to pound away to a victory here. We've only got about 10 seconds left. He's been in pretty dominant position throughout the entirety of this fight. Second time tonight, fight goes to the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Gary Borum. Gary, the oldest fighter in the kickdown at 45, and keep on bringing it. A lot of people doubt that you can get in here and fight, but up to tonight, your 4 defeats came at the hands of Brian Christina. Name the others. Do you remember who they are? Chris Mosley, yeah, champion undefeated, I believe 9-0, 11-0, Chris Camozzi, and the current light heavyweight professional champion Camozzi, and also Brett Schaefer, who has fought many, many times in the likes of Trevor Prangley, then the big man from Colorado Springs. James Funny. So tonight you come in, you get a victory at 45. Congratulations. Tell us about the fight. You ground look considerably better than in the past.
Well, they've been working on my ground for the last 7 months now. And I'm 45 years old, soon to be 46, but I'll never say you're too old. I like to thank my opponent. Right? I'm back. Everybody thought I was retired. I'm back, and I'm going to take it to the wire. Thank everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Borum.
Tonight in the Kickdown Professional Lightweight Men's Mixed Martial Arts title will be filled. It has been vacated. The former champion did not defend his title. Enter World Combat League veteran Colby the Cobra Snyder. 4-1, he will take on Danny Wilson, fighting out of Montrose, Colorado. Tonight, for the Kickdown Professional Lightweight title, Danny Wilson and Colby Snyder.
Ladies and gentlemen, this much anticipated bout, 3 5-minute rounds for the Kickdown Lightweight Men's Professional Mixed Martial Arts title. Fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to us by way of Montrose, Colorado, entering the Kickdown ring, 30 years of age, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 154.5 pounds. Representing the American Grappling Academy, his fight record, 5 victories and 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Pitbull, Danny Wilson.
My name is Danny Wilson. I'm here to rematch Colby Snyder. We're going to put on a good show. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and watching me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the right corner. From right here in Denver, Colorado, he enters the Kickdown ring, 29 years of age, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 153.5 pounds. His fight record, 4 victories and 1 defeat.
Colby Snyder. I'm fighting out of the House of Martial Arts. I'm here to rematch Danny Wilson again. We're going to put on a good show. I'd like to thank my training partners, Don and Jack and Steve, and my family and friends for coming out and watching this.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the action begins for this kickdown lightweight men's professional mixed martial arts title bout, the referee in the center of the action, Mr. Tim Mills. Hey, program gets on the mic. I've been obeying my commands at all times. And you protect yourself at all times. Any questions for Red? Shoot up. Touch him up.
I think Steve's gonna be there.
Yeah, he told me to come up here.
Oh, okay.
I think he says like voices. Are you guys voicing over together?
All right, here we are, Colby Snyder, Danny Wilson. Colby Snyder with a strong striking background, known for his striking in the World Combat League as well as a 4-1 record in professional MMA. Danny Wilson looking to tie up and bring it to the ground here. Colby able to light him up in the corner. Good strikes, throwing some nice knees to the head there. Wilson trying to tie him up to keep from sustaining damage. Colby with the dominant position and just unloading with a flurry of right hands. Wilson looking to grab a leg there. He's going to want to try to bring him down, flip him over so he's onto his back, but Colby little wise to that, showing good base and bringing it back up where he can continue with those strikes. More good knees from Colby Snyder. That drops Wilson. Referee Tim Mills taking a close look at this fight. It might have to be stopped here pretty soon. Colby Snyder just unloading an unrelenting flurry of strikes. And again, Wilson dropped to his knees in the corner. Referee Tim Mills steps in and stops the fight. Colby Snyder takes the vacated kickdown professional lightweight MMA title, ups his professional MMA record to 5-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, come ahead for these two fighters.
Tonight in the main event, Tom Johnson will look to avenge his one and only loss. It came at the hands of Chris Cisneros. Tom Johnson went on to capture the featherweight title, where he is the champion in the professional ranks in the featherweight division right here at the Kickdown. Chris Cisneros, tough and cagey, has a different idea. Hand Tom Johnson his second straight defeat and walk away with the featherweight belt. In the main event, Chris Cisneros challenges the champion, Tom Johnson.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening. This is the Kickdown Professional Featherweight Men's Mixed Martial Arts title. 3 5-minute rounds. Fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. Enters the Kickdown ring, 43 years of age, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds. Representing Core Martial Arts, his fight record, 3 victories and 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Snakebite Cisneros.
My name is Chris Cisneros. I'm here to challenge Tom Johnson for his featherweight title. We fought once before. Some people might believe I got lucky. I prefer to look at it as an opportunity I was willing to take advantage of. So keep your eyes open. We're going to have some fun tomorrow night.
And now fighting out of the red corner. From right here in Denver, Colorado, he has the Kickdown ring, 39 years of age, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 144 1/2 pounds. His fight record, 3 victories and 1 defeat. He is the principal instructor and owner of the Innovative Martial Arts. He is the current Kickdown Professional Featherweight Men's Mixed Martial Arts Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Sensei, Tom Johnson!
How you doing? I'm Tom Johnson, fighting out of Innovative Martial Arts. I'm here to defend my featherweight title tonight against Chris Cisneros. He's a great fighter. He beat me the last time that we fought, and I learned a lot since then, and I've been training real hard. Look forward to defending the title, and I want to thank Chris for the rematch.
Okay, fight fans, Kickdown 47 main event. This is for the professional men's featherweight MMA title. We're proud to be joined by Louise Johnson, the female professional MMA fighter of the year in the Kickdown. She'll be calling this fight with me.
It's going to be a good fight for sure.
Tom opening up with some strong kicks. These two have met once before, and Tom was absolutely dominating the stand-up action, and it was in the standing work where Chris was able to gain a bit of an advantage, but now Tom having a good advantage. Talk us through the action, Louise.
You know, it seemed like he did the same throw Cisneros did against him his first fight. Tom got the upper hand this time.
All right, Tom Johnson working off of his back. Cisneros, we're going to see if he looks to pass guard here or if he's going to be content to stay in guard and work some ground and pound. Not a lot of submission options from the guard. Tom Johnson, good flexibility, looking to try to set up a triangle choke here.
Seems like both fighters are pretty calm right now. Cisneros seems like he might be in trouble, but he got out of that.
Oh, hard shot from the top by Chris Cisneros, but Tom Johnson not even fazed by it. Like you said, both fighters looking very calm. Good work off the bottom by Tom Johnson. He's going to roll through. He's still got that triangle choke locked in. If he can come through on top, he'll have a decisive advantage.
It looks like he has it in pretty tight. I mean, he's trying to work it through. If he can grab his head right now, he might have that pressure.
Yep, he's got his legs in a good position. Referee's going to let it go even though it's at the edge of the ring because there is such a decided advantage to one fighter right now. Okay, referee calling a stop to the action. He's probably going to bring him to the center of the ring. He's going to start him back from the standing position. We know this is where Tom sometimes has an advantage. He's got a strong standing background.
Ooh, nice right hook by Tom Johnson. Tom Johnson gets Cisneros on the ground right now.
Referee's going to turn him back to the center of the ring here in a moment. Both these guys just so willing to drive forward. They're almost always going to end up at the edge of the ring.
Absolutely. So Cisneros is going to be on the ground and Tom's going to be in his guard. It looks like maybe half guard right now, starting out.
Yeah, he's got one butterfly hook in, but immediately tries to roll his hips over, looking like he's searching for an arm or a triangle choke of his own. Nice sweep there by Cisneros. Good work from the bottom, but Johnson right back with the sweep of his own.
Nice, nice. Tom Johnson still staying in there. Cisneros looks like he wants to stand up a little bit.
Louise, if you're Tom Johnson here, do you close in and try to ground and pound, or do you want to bring it back up?
I don't know. Tom Johnson's a great stand-up fighter and a great ground and pound fighter, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, that's why these guys are professionals, because they can fight in any range from any position. We had Cisneros there for a moment trying to work in a leg lock. Tom Johnson sat through, escaped nicely. Now he's got the back with hooks in. We know he's got good submissions. His last fight he won by some tight submission work. So we'll see if he tries to use some striking to set up his submission game.
Yeah, we'll look, as far as Tom, he looks like he has his hooks in really good. Let's see what he can do here. Cisneros, but strong fighter. He looks like he's trying to turn in, and he does.
And I'll tell you what, there's no quit in Cisneros either. We've seen this guy a number of times in the kick down, and the referee's going to have to pull somebody off of him because he's not going to quit.
Yes,
that's just the way that he seems to be wired. Tom Johnson comes into the fight with the fight moniker the Sensei. That's because he's a teacher. He owns his own martial arts school, does a lot of teaching, so he's familiar with all aspects of the fight game. Again, we're going to get these fighters into the center of the ring here.
Both fighters look pretty strong right now. None of them look really winded. We'll see what happens.
We've got 3 5-minute rounds in this professional fight. 15 minutes of fighting is a long, long time, but we're not seeing either one of these guys looking like they're trying to conserve energy. Both of them knowing that the other one can just explode at any minute and have a decisive advantage. Tom Johnson, good hip work from the bottom, almost getting him rolled over and looking to set up the triangle choke again. Cisneros doing a good job pushing both arms through to avoid that submission.
Yeah, it looks like Tom's really trying to get that triangle. If he can get a little bit higher on his chest there, around his back, it seems like he can do a better job. But Cisneros, very, very strong fighter, trying to hang in there.
Yeah, Cisneros, if he's able to posture up here a little bit, land some heavy strikes. He got some good ones in earlier, but Tom didn't seem to be at all affected by them. Both these guys comfortable, seemingly in pretty much any position. Tom, good job with the arm, and he's got the tap-out victory. Tom Johnson avenges his only loss and becomes the kickdown professional featherweight MMA title holder again with this title defense.
Wow, and that came quick. I didn't even see that one coming, but that came pretty quick.
That was a great submission. All right, for the kickdown fight event, this is JR Crusher Gordon for Steve Alley and Louise Johnson. Kickdown 47 Rage is over and done with. We'll see you folks in March. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on a hang for these two fighters. The winner at 3 minutes and 55 seconds of the first round by armbar, and on the center for 1